Hey guys, Adam Retro Moments here, and today I'm walking around here in Stockholm in the middle of the city. And that's because I found out that someone was selling their SNES childhood collection on Facebook. So we're about to pick that up now. The stuff looked to be in great shape.
Hej. Går det bra?
Alright guys, everything went great. And here's the 2 bags with the stuff, and just check this out. The condition looks great. And also the guy told me that he and his brother were very careful with the games. So it's always nice to see well-preserved SNES stuff. And here's some of the games. And also a boxed converter, as you can see there. It's not every day you see that. And yeah, underneath are all the boxed games and also a boxed controller, which is pretty cool. I didn't have that before. But yeah, let's take it home and check it out. Alright guys, I am now home, so let's take a closer look on what I actually got. Starting off with the biggest piece, which is the console complete in box. And as you can see, the condition is beautiful, looks really good. And I believe this is the first version of the console that was released here in Scandinavia. So yeah. It looks pretty good, really happy to have that. I think that some of you maybe saw earlier when I picked it up that there was a note here. I tried removing it, but some of the tape pieces unfortunately couldn't be removed. It's been sitting there for probably over 20 years, so yeah, I don't know, I couldn't get it away, but it looks way better like this. And yeah, it's just a really cool piece to have in the collection. Of course, there was an extra controller, also complete in box, and the condition was really good on this one too. The guy that I got this from, he told me that he and his brother was always careful with the games that they got. So it's really nice to see that. So great to have a controller in box, didn't have that before. Let's start with the cartridges first. We got Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, a game that needs no introduction. Also got the booklet, unfortunately not complete, but I already got this game complete, so this will be for sale soon. Yeah, an awesome game, a mandatory game to have for the system, of course. And the next game is NBA Jam, which is an arcade game ported to the SNES, and I would say that it holds up pretty well today. It's a fun game if you're into basketball. Then we got Super Mario Kart, a game that I played a lot back in the days, a lot with friends and my brother, and it's a game that you can play for endless amount of hours. I've had so much fun with this, but in the end I actually prefer Mario Kart 64 to this. Yoshi's Island, which was the first game that I got as a kid, and I still have my complete version, so this will be for sale too. And what can I say about this game? Amazing gameplay, and the graphics are top notch for sure. So definitely a game that is mandatory for the system. Another classic, Super Mario World, one of the best Mario World adventures in my opinion. Battletoads in Battle Maniacs. Pretty cool, a follow-up to the NES game that was really popular, and it actually got some of the levels from the first game remade on this one, and it's an awesome co-op game, definitely one you should check out. Pilot Wings, one of the games that was released with the system. It's a game that I never really got into, but I do have to play this a little bit more, I think, because I don't really have an opinion on it yet. So I'll definitely try it out, but I already got this, so this will be for sale as well. And then we got 2 American games, starting off with Lost Vikings, which is a game that I used to have as a kid. And it's kind of a cool platformer that holds up really well today because it's kind of unique. You have 3 Vikings and they all have different abilities. You have to use all their abilities to get through in the level. So it's definitely a game that you should check out. I didn't have it, so I'm glad to have it again. And then we got Super Punch-Out! I played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Back in the day. But I've never tried this actually. I know that a lot of people think that this game is awesome, so I'm definitely gonna be playing this later. And to play the American games, I got a converter here from Honeybee. I think that this is one of the best converters that are out there. There's also a fire converter that is supposed to be really good, that would you know, make Super Mario RPG work on a PAL console even. But I mean, I don't really have any use for this because I have a modded Super Famicom that plays everything. But it's a really cool thing to see this in the box. And then to the boxed games, of course. Cream of the crop. Starting off with Stargate. Complete in box. A platformer that I haven't played really, but it looks pretty decent, to be honest. You can see some of it here. Some of the screenshots, how the gameplay looks like. So it's definitely a game that I have to try out later, and as you could see, the box is pretty minty, looks really good, so definitely going to the collection. And then we got Demolition Man, a game that I used to play with an emulator back in the days, actually, when I sold my SNES console, and then I kind of regret it and I wanted to play some games again, and I got into emulation at that time with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. So the movie is pretty good too, and the game actually holds up too. I think it was released pretty late in the SNES library, I think around 94 or something, and it's definitely a good platforming game. I remember really liking it when I was playing it on the emulator, so yeah, definitely want to check out. Another classic, Donkey Kong Country, complete in box, of course. Already have this game, a mandatory game to have for the system. So yeah, this one will be for sale. Got some fade here, otherwise condition is it's okay. And then we got Street Fighter 2, a game that I already had complete in box, but yeah, this one looks much better than the one that I have, so I'll definitely get this one into the collection, and my other one will be for sale. So yeah, really happy to have this one, love the cover art on this. And then we got 2 sports games, FIFA International Soccer and World League Basketball. 2 games that I haven't played, but looking at the back of them, I don't really feel tempted to play them either. I don't know, sport games in the 16-bit generations doesn't really hold up for me that well. I would rather play sport games on N64 actually, or even newer generation of consoles. But yeah, as you can see, the condition is really good on these 2 as well. But they'll be for sale. I don't really collect sport games unless it's something really good. And 2 games left. First we have Street Fighter Alpha 2, which is a game that really pushed the limits of Super Nintendo, of what it can do graphically. And I must say that it looks pretty good actually for being on a 16-bit system. And yeah, I mean, the game is obviously an update from Street Fighter 2, and I think it's really good. I just prefer playing Street Fighter 2, maybe because of nostalgic reasons, I don't know. But this one is really good as well, and really happy to have it in the collection. And the last game, in really good condition as well, we got Mortal Kombat 2. And I already have Mortal Kombat 3. So this will be nice to add to the collection as well. And what can I say about this game? It upped pretty much everything. I played Mortal Kombat 1 back in the day, but Mortal Kombat 2 was already released and I played that one before, so I've always had a hard time playing the first one. But the number 2 and number 3 are really good, and if I would play something today, I would actually go for Mortal Kombat 3 or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 even. But yeah, I love the cover art on this, and it's definitely a good game too. So yeah, that's it for this time, guys. Really cool to see what kind of games people had back in the day, you know, because we never had that many games, and I would say that this is quite a lot of games. You know, I didn't have this many games when I was younger for the SNES. But yeah, some cool additions to the collections and some stuff for sale. I'm satisfied with this pickup. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like so it reaches more people out there in the YouTube world. And let me know in the comments what you think about this pickup. Which was the best game? Which is the game that you would play today? See you the next time.